Hi, and welcome to an Amplify This 200 Productions how-to video. Today we're going to learn how to set up one of our party packaged speakers. So that is a couple of speakers plugging in your iPod or computer or iPhone for your party. Alright, so we'll get started. So I've got one speaker set up already, but what we'll do is we will show you how to set up the speakers from scratch and go from there. So we've got our speaker stand here. All we do, there's a little knob on the speaker stand. I'm going to loosen that and widen out those legs to the desired level. Keep them nice and wide, and then we'll bring up the telescope part to our desired height, whether we want the speaker to sit up there or whether to keep it nice and low. For this purpose of this exercise, we're going to put it nice and low. Going to use the little metal rod here. Going to put that through the hole as such, and then tighten that up. That way, our speaker won't collapse the pole and it will stay up nice and high. So I'm going to put that just there. Cool. Now we grab the speaker. So in this case, this is one of our 12-inch powered speakers. We've got a little handle here. So all you do, grab it in the handle, and then underneath you can see there's a hole right here. So we're going to put that on top of the stand. Then we're going to plug in our 240 power. So this is an IEC or a kettle cord. And some people call it a kettle cord. Industry standard calls it an IEC. And we're going to plug that into the power. Awesome. So there's our two speakers on their stands ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do now is get sound from our iPod or iPhone to the speakers. So what we're going to do here, we're going to turn it around. So at the back of the speaker here, you can see that there's a couple of little knobs up here. So I recommend not touching the blue ones at all. We'll leave those ones there. Where they are, we'll have them set. They should be 12 o'clock. Now, you can see here, they've got a little bit of a green little label here. So that is going to indicate where to plug your iPod cable into. So this is the cable, one of the cables that you'll be supplied with when you hire a party system from us here at Amplify This. So if I untangle it, that was a really bad cable roll, sorry about that. So normally they're not this tangled. Pulled it the wrong way. All good. So we have on one end a little green strip around the cable. It'll be a nice big plug, and on the other end it'll be a small plug to plug into your headphone jack on your device. So that will be that. So it'll always be a small end, always be a thick end. So green goes to green, and we're going to slot that into that hole. There'll be a little bit of a click there. Alright, so now we're plugged in. What we want to do is with this speaker, bring that volume knob to 12 o'clock. So we don't want to go any more to the right or any more to the left. Well, we can go more to the left, but you're at a party, you won't want to. You want the max volume you can. So 12 o'clock. So now I'm going to grab my iPhone in this case, which is what I'm going to run all my music off of for the party. So on your device, I want you to make sure that your volume is all the way down, and you're going to plug in your device. Some devices you'll need to take your cover off for it to click in properly. Okay? So that's in there nice and sturdy, nice and tight. Now, what we're going to do, make sure our volume is right the way down. Then we're going to turn on the speaker. To turn on, there's the power switch here. So we're going to flick that power switch. Then the lights will come on. There will be a light under the power letter there, or the power symbol. Now what we're going to do is press play on our recording and bring the volume to the desired level. So, as you can see there, we've got sound going to that speaker, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to unplug this. So what we're going to do to unplug is volume right down. We want to switch the speaker off. Wait for the light to go out. Then simply unplug it from your device. If you do not do that, you run the risk of the connection, and it will make a bit of a bang sound, could blow the speaker. We don't recommend to have two speakers at your events. This way it will just be a little bit easier for the speakers to push the air, push the sound you want, and it'll sound a little bit better too, having two speakers. So what we're going to do is we're going to link them together. And to do this, we're going to use the XLR cable. It's a 3-pin cable. You'll be supplied with this when you hire from us. So there's a female and a male end. So what we want to do, on the speaker that has our iPod cable plugged into, this is our main speaker. So what we're going to do with the male end of the cable, we're going to plug that into what says the mix out. Most of our speakers will have a white label saying out on there as well. So mix out, push that in, you'll hear it click. Now we're going to, wherever our second speaker is to, we're going to plug that into input 2, let's say. Doesn't really matter, but we'll put it in the input 2. Now we'll turn that one input 2 to 12 o'clock. So that one there is ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do now is plug in our iPod or our iPhone, laptop, whatever device. So I've got my iPhone here, speakers off, plugged in. Speaker on, first speaker on, second speaker on, they're both on, both lights are on now. So, what we're going to do, press play on our iPod, or iPhone, computer, whatever the medium you're using to play your music. Press play, bring the volume up. Controlling that volume on my device. So it's really important to make sure that the volumes are set to 12 o'clock on these speakers, and then controlling your volume on your device. Fairly easy. Turn off, bring your volume right down. Turn off your second speaker first. Turn off your main speaker, and then you can unplug. So that is the basic system for any sort of party or event that just requires some music in the background. Now, some events require a microphone for speeches or anything of that kind. So we're going to show you how to set up a microphone. So I've got a microphone here, and I've got a microphone cable or another XLR cable. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug it all in. Hopefully this cable's rolled a bit nicer. So we're going to grab our male end. We're going to put that, I'll just get that cable out the road, into input 1, or the other input that's on the back of these speakers here. And then plug in my microphone in nice and sturdy. This microphone's got a switch on it, so we're going to make sure that switch is off. Cool. And now we're going to bring that level up to about 12 o'clock to start with. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to turn the I'm going to leave that plugged in, but we're going to turn that channel off. So I'm going to turn the speaker on now. Now I'm going to turn the microphone on. 2, yeah, so it's nice and quiet. So then what I can do is move that input 1 level to the desired volume. Okay, so it is important not to put the microphone in front of the speaker. So when you are talking, you're to speak to the side of the speaker or fairly far in front. So otherwise, we can run the risk of it feeding back. So that's when the speaker squeals. I'm sure you've all heard that noise before. I'm not going to make it because I don't want to blow the speakers. So the louder you are, the more risk of it feeding back you are. So just keep that in mind. So that might be my desired volume, and I'll be happy for that for my event. So when you're not using the microphone, you can just switch it off and you can leave that volume there. Once it's set, don't need to touch it. Turn it on, turn it off. Easy as that. So to pack it down, all we do, turn the volumes off or the power off, unplug everything. Unplug the microphone, turn the volumes down, unplug the cable. Now you should roll the cables up nice and neatly. Yep. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to roll one up. All our cables have a Velcro tab on them, or a tag. You're to roll that up, and now that is nice and neat. You can put that back into the bag or the container or crate that we supplied with all the cables in there. Thanks for watching our video in how to set up powered speakers party package for parties or small events that require just background music and maybe a microphone to speak into. Thanks for watching.